Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Thank you so much for jumping on in. You're with the Crypto Lifer. Bring that level down. Thought I just checked it. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. We've been through so much in the last 3 years, huh? We've been through so much in the last 3 years. Shout out to my lifers. Shout out to each and every one of you. I started this show September 2019, baby, and we've been rocking ever since. If you know, God willing, 21 more days, we will stream every single day in 2022. That's an accomplishment. That's a feat. That was a very, so far, it hasn't been done yet. So let's see, I could pass away. This sickness that I had, I'll tell everyone right now, I have been sick since Monday morning into the night. It was the strongest sickness I have ever endured in my life. Normally, I'm 1 to 2 day guy, and I'm done. 3 days is rare for me to be down. I am still, I can say, sick today. I still have balls of mucus like in behind my nose. It's crazy. Anyway, let's power through. Let's push through. Let's drink the lemon water. Let's do what we have to do. All right? And, you know, stay positive, because that's all you can do. You can't feed into negativity at all. There's always going to be negative people in your life. There's always going to be negative things being done to you. You have to take a deep breath. You have to remove yourself from those things and keep pushing forward. All right? That tasted really good. That lemon was great. See? Positive energy, baby. Positive energy. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Let's move into the charts like we always do. Things are moving, though. Things are moving today. We're seeing a lot of money flying back into Bitcoin. We're seeing people get into Avalanche. We're seeing some Ethereum. We have a new news segment coming out. Not now, but in a little later on. We got a new news segment for you that we're going to unleash. I'm super excited for that. You should be too. And I can't wait to jump on into that. So, without further ado, let me jump onto the chat. Let's jump on into the charts and let's have a blast. Look at those blues, though. Shout out to Gina. Hi, Gina. How are you, baby? Shout out to Gina Bombina in the house. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to everybody here for jumping on in. Shout out to Jamie. Is that a little lemon juice on the shoulder? No, I was combing my hair, and when you comb sideways, that's what happens. You know what I mean? Hey. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to the Blue Crew. Shout out to every single beautiful person here. Lifer Friend, XRP and I, Gabriel Saba, and Matthew Butler. Desire, dedication, discipline, and determination equals the lifers, the 3Ds, the 4Ds. Every single day, baby. Every single day. Let's jump into it. You get better at things by doing them every day. You fine-tune your craft. You get a slight edge. And every day that you do it, someone else doesn't do it, you gain an edge on that person or that group or that being, whatever it is, or even your own self. Maybe you're in competition with your own self, you know? I'll be nice enough to give you this Morpheus Labs. I've been looking at it since it went sideways here in the last 9 days. Consolidation for Morpheus. Last time I saw this, an explosive move happened out of this thing. It was a little cup and handle there. We took it for gains. I'm watching it now sitting at the 0.65 or the 0.5 Fibonacci level, right? Hanging out in this beautiful flag, looking very scrumptious on the 3-day chart. Falling volume, falling price. Morpheus Network, not Morpheus Labs, sorry, because there is an MITx Morpheus Labs. Morpheus Network. And I don't own any of this right now. This is just something I may swing trade. You know, put between 5 and 10K and, you know, attempt to get between 3 and 10,000 out of it, depending. You know, see if we get a huge pump, see where Bitcoin's going, see if I can get to a certain area of support or resistance. But, you know, I'm generally thinking of the thought right now, I can even build a position, starting to get a bit of a move today, even with a bit of a breakout now. Interesting. I'll take a look at my daily just in case. Daily's a little high for me. 22 hours a little high for me. But that 3-day, I just keep watching it every few days. All right. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for being awesome. I love you, lifers. It has not been easy, but because each and every one of you show up every single day and support me, it's made it amazing. All right. So there's Morpheus. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, and I got some other charts to show you total. I got a lot to talk about today. Let's break it down. Bitcoin's not going to waste a lot of our time today, thank God. Pretty much where it was last night, and if you're in my group. So look, okay, wow, we had some volatility since I walked off the charts for a split second. I mean, that's crazy. Let's take a look. So Bitcoin, crazy volatility for low liquidity Friday, right? You always get a little less volume on Friday. Big boys tend to exit the market, and that's what you see a lot. So look at here at Bitcoin, right? I called this pump, right, for whatever, and honestly, I don't even like to say I called the pump. The TA called the pump, right? But if you watch my channel, trying to see here, I like to kind of make sure I'm sick. I don't remember half the things I said, but I'm pretty sure I did. Bitcoin big move. Shout out to Jason, man. Don't stream while I'm streaming. No, whatever. People do whatever they're going to do. It is what it is, right? Oh, wait, no. I don't want to go there. Shout out to the 38,157 subscribers in climbing. You people are amazing. Thank you for the love. All right. So, yeah. So, yesterday, bounce coming. And even my thumbnail, I'm trying to explain, what I believe is going to happen. 50-50, but I see them break down more than I see them break to the upside. So, I see this breaking down to about 14,333, honestly, more likely than not.
And that's at the big scale, right?
The probability is that we go lower, but anything is possible. But right now, the probability we go lower, it's a symmetrical triangle. Chubby triangles tend not to break out too much. They tend to have to struggle more. That's the bigger picture. Hold on. You got to, because now you're like, well, you just said we're going lower. That's not what you said. Now you look like a clown.
I got to conserve all my energy.
No. All right. I will do a screen share today, but it'll probably be very small, everyone. I do not have...
I end up moving it.
I got to conserve all my... Let's break down Bitcoin. And so far, I was accurate, right? If you're in my trading group, I said likely to see a big pump coming, and this was a resistance here. Why did I believe we were going to fall to the other probability? Channel. Hold on. I was able to identify this larger channel at play here. And when you're at the bottom of a channel, you have to assume you're going to stay in the channel and head back to the top. That was an M pattern that broke to the downside, but it didn't lose that level. All right? And we broke above this high volume node.
Even sick, this guy's pretty good.
When you look at it squarely, it says we could easily get up to here because we're in the abyss of low liquidity right now. And so more orders need to be filled at about 19,070 than in these down, more than I see them break to the upside. So I see this breaking down. So here you go. So I'm expecting a move. So let's jump back in there. So I'm expecting the move back to the upside, right? Out of this pattern. But we made this pattern even bigger. Right? That's not the same pattern. This is like a Binance chart or whatever. It's actually a huge pattern if we look at it here. Right? And now we hope it's a 50-50 pattern, so we can get either way. But just, this generally breaks to the downside. That's all I'm saying, from yesterday. Like, generally, I see these break down in my lifetime. Over time, these break to the downside. But they don't always. Okay? They don't always. All right. So yesterday, we were expecting a bounce. Why? Because of the falling wedge here on the 4-hour. And I was talking about being in the channel. We were likely going to move to the upside. Let me see what KuCoin. I was about to say, that's not the same chart. Let me just make sure. BTC, USDT, and I'll jump onto the KuCoin chart, and that should look exactly the same. Yeah, there we go. So there you have it. And I basically, back in time here, basically called that we would pump back to the top of the channel, right? And I had unextended this line, but same idea, exactly what I was showing you yesterday in the live stream 24 hours ago, that I was long Bitcoin. Bitcoin would likely pump to the upside based on the 4-hour being low and at the bottom of the channel. Very simple stuff. I don't have to use 1,000 indicators. I don't have to point out 100 things. This is things I could teach you for free. And if you just do it over and over again, you'll see things other people don't, and you'll gain a system. And this is completely for free. All right. And I teach it every day for free. So literally at the end of the day, the people that join my group and then end up spending the dough are people that just want more and know they're going to get more. But I give everything away every single day. May God bless everyone that comes here to learn, because I could truly die tomorrow. And that's truly what I believe. And you know what? Somehow that rustles someone else's feathers. I have no idea how. But, I state my truth, man, and I am who I am. And I'm not, I love God, and I'm going to live by God's rules, and I'm going to be good to each and every one of you because you're all created by God. And if you're God's creations, then I have to honor you. I have no other, either I honor God and all of God's creations or I don't. It's black or white to me. So I must honor each and every one of you from all walks of life, from everywhere you live. It does not matter. Right? And that's how I live my life. And I truly believe, I also listen to Jim Rohn, and he told me, and if you want to know who Jim Rohn is and change your life, I suggest you check him out. Jim, ROHN, motivation. Just type that in. Personal development, right? And this is what he looks like. He's not here no more, older man, but man, he had so much insight, and he will teach you so much. Just one of these videos will change your life forever, man. I'm serious. And if you really start to listen, I love his quotes. They change me. They get me going. But he has some amazing ones. We must all suffer one of two things, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret or disappointment. So you either discipline yourself and you feel the pain of doing that every single day, or you feel the pain of regret and disappointment. It's one of the two things. You don't get both. So you gotta discipline yourself, and that's why I discipline. Either you run the day or the day runs you, man. You know? Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune, baby! Like, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. And honestly, I'm going to read all these. My team, take these, make 20 of these, and every day pump them out for the next 20 days. Let's go. Let's go. Like, let's use our brains, think on our feet, do amazing things. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what? They have planned for you. Not much, baby. Sit at the desk and do what we want. Do the bidding. Do our bidding. You know what I mean? You, come over here. You know, I started YouTube because I never wanted a boss. The second I feel like I got a boss, feels strange. Right? You know? So, and if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. And he did it funny. The way he did it was funny. You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. That is something you have charge of, right? Success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person you become. Whoa. It's not to be pursued. It's to be attracted by the person you become. When you're chasing success because you don't have it, but then you become someone that becomes successful. You become successful. Isn't that funny? Like, it's an attribute of the person you become. It's so interesting. For every disciplined effort, there's a multiple reward. Say that again with me. For every disciplined effort, there's a multiple reward, not just a little reward. So I show up every single day, right? Hit that live stream, 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 baby. And never give up, no matter how sick I was. You know I'm feeling better already because I'm getting it in. And this is what the stream's about. This is what I live for, man. Because I know I used to be watching that YouTube, sitting at work, down and out and depressed. And if I came across a video like this and I saw a guy live going in with everything he had, man, my heart would race at my desk. And I'd go home that day and be like, babe, I'm going to change my life. And I did watch guys like this. I watched Ed Millett, you know. I watched this guy, you know. Even a little bit of Tony Robbins, even, but it's, you know, I watched them all. And I really like, Ed Millett always said to me too, you know, why did this happen for me, not to me? Like, why I just get sick for 5 days? Well, it happened for a reason. There's some reason I was supposed to be taken out and be able to retrospectively look at my life for whatever reason. I truly believe that. All right. When you know what you want and want it bad enough, you will find a way to get it. Simply put. I knew I wanted to be a YouTuber. I knew I wanted to make money in cryptocurrency. I knew I wanted to change my life and find ways to turn smaller amounts of money into bigger, right? That was the dream. That was the goal. Again, and I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say I do should be taken as financial advice, right? Get your own financial advisor, do your own due diligence. All right. Failure is not a single cataclysmic event. You don't fall overnight. Instead, failure is a few errors in judgment repeated every day. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Right? Who are you becoming? You know, working out in the morning, drinking the right foods. Like, there's so much you got to work on besides just showing up and going to work. Give whatever you are doing and whoever you are with the gift of your attention. Yeah. You know, like, be there in the moment. And that's, to me, that's live in the present. When you live in the present, you are that moment in time. You know, ideas can be life-changing. Sometimes all you need to open the door is just one more good idea. If you go to work on your goals will go to work on you. If you go to work on your plan will go to work on you. Whatever good things we build end up building us. Whatever good things we build end up building us. Failure is simply a few errors in judgment repeated every day. Break the chain. You are the change. You know? To solve any problem, here are 3 questions to ask yourself. First, what could I do? Second, what could I read? And third, who could I ask? I'm running a company right now. I'm reaching out to my friend's father, who's a CEO. of multiple multi-million-dollar companies and has shown to be a very successful corporate businessman for years. He's going to sit with me and my wife on Saturday for about an hour to 2 hours on a Zoom call. And he's going to break down how I run my company in a corporate manner with a fine-tooth comb. And he's going to kick my butt. He's going to kick my butt. He's going to ask me questions I don't want to answer. He's going to force me to make decisions. He's going to push me. And if I take his advice and I listen to him, I'm going to grow and I'm going to succeed. Right? Reach out to people more successful than you. Reach out to people that are wiser than you, who have done it before you have done it. The difficulties you will meet will resolve themselves as you advance. Proceed and light will dawn and shine with increasing clearness on your path. Make measurable progress in reasonable time. Miss a meal if you have to, but don't miss a book, man. I love this guy, man. He was funny. He had his own way about him. You gotta love Jim Rohn, man. Maturity is the ability to reap without apology and not complain when things don't go well. You're sick, you're sick. You get kicked in the face, you get kicked in the face. You know? Someone misunderstands you and you take a beat down, it is what it is. You wake up the next day, say, "Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've given me. What a blessing I have in this life, and let's keep it moving." And you're like, "This is a trading thing. I want to look over coins, and we're going to do that." But if your mind's in the right place, you're going to be able to see the world so better, and you're going to be able to see your trades in a better way. So to me, this just couples your trading a couple times a month to really deep dive. Whatever good things we build end up building us, man. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. I wake up every day, I hit the YouTube. I go over the charts, right? Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. It is what it is. All right. All right. So that's enough with Jim Rohn, but I just wanted to talk about it. And so like why I'm able to figure out where this chart, like how yesterday I was like, it's going to go up. You can even ask my trading group. I was like, it's likely to pump. The 4 hour was super low, right? The 1 hour was getting there. Everything looked nice. And you're at the bottom of the channel. You were holding the zone. So you bounced to the upside, right? And now you're likely to hit this trend line because you can see we didn't break it here, and I already had it kind of drawn. And look what we did. We went right to the trend line, right? And then last night, as I was going to bed, I said, just watch Bitcoin's flag. Like, there's nothing else we can do. It's getting Bart Simpson-y. I'll give you that. Like, that's a Bart Simpson head now, likely to dip. Now, we came down and got bought all the way back up from 17K. We're at 17,156 yet again. We'll load up Bookmap and take a look at the liquidity. I think that's going to give us a little insight as to what's going down. But at the end of the day, we're inside the pattern. And to me, you know, it's another one of those things where I don't see us going till Tuesday without a big move coming for Bitcoin. So it's looking like maybe even Sunday night. Because how much more can this go before it has to break down? I mean, I don't even think we can make it till Sunday night, right? And you'd be like, what is he saying? What is the lifer saying? Well, I'm talking about this idea here. We clearly see how tight we are on this channel, and we're about to get tighter and tighter. Are we not? And to me, then there's only a matter of time of a breakdown or a breakout. And I got our measured moves in waiting. Let's just redraw and get situated, though. It never hurts to do that. And say, where do you take the width? Well, I mean, you get this. You get inside a comfort zone at one point. You just kind of feel it out, you know. You're talking 19,800 is the measured move to the upside. And when a trader gives you a measured move, they're not telling you that's price action guaranteed to go there. They're giving you basically, it's like you ever play tennis in a court. They're giving you the court. Just giving you the court size. They're telling you, hey, this is the bottom, this is the top, this is the out, this is the in. These are the parameters we need to watch. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 164 beautiful likes. 350 people on the viewership. Dang, man. Hey, I don't know. But hey, shout out to each and every one of you. May God bless all y'all. We have 850 paying members in the trading group. Unbelievable. Maybe people just taking vacation. It is Christmas time. I do see December tends to be a tough month for just YouTube in general, you know? So I stay positive. I'm blessed that I have 350 beautiful people, 171 likes on the live. Thank you. I almost don't believe that number, though. We got to have more people than that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think there's more. I'm convinced there's more. I really am. Hey, if I believe it, then I believe it, right? There's got to be over 500 people on this live, in my humble opinion. Let's show them. Yo, everyone, you got me to this place. Let's show them who's boss right now. Show them who's boss. Like, come on, get this algorithm ripping back for the lifer. We are a strong group of people. Like, we don't play games. Y'all gonna with me to the day I die. I know it. Show the love. Like, let's pound that like button to the point of no return until we get 600 people back in here. We show them who the bosses of these charts is. We're gonna be here every single day, right? You know we're gonna call them. We're gonna make those calls, baby. We're gonna find those bottoms. We're gonna nail them. So it is what it is. So look, we have a resistance right here, clear like a little bit, and we're at the top of the channel. And to me, I just see some sideways price action for Bitcoin. Right? Let's break back up inside this flag. It is oversold in the 1 hour time frame. See that? And that could, get us out of it. We could get out of this pattern. This is where you break out. I mean, this pattern will be looking to break out in the next 24 to 36 hours, in my humble opinion. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Sean Aaron. Shout out to Gina. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Doug Bixby, my man. It's funny when every crypto YouTuber says it's not financial advice. And adding, get your own financial advisor. Hey, no one will ever please charge. My man. RL, people are forced to say that because of blood-sucking lawyers, man. All right? You do it. Like, it's like just, you know what I mean? It's like those who know don't say, and those who say don't know, man. So you're already saying it, so you don't know, man, We'd like to have you in, but we can't get you all in, right? Your brain's got to get you in there. Super chat, deep dive. TDT dash to trade. Interesting. Never heard of it. Shout out to everybody here. This is my favorite beat. Love this beat. Walk down on a nice sandy beach, hanging out. Dash to trade pre-sale. I don't know. No, I don't know. No. Nope. I'm not talking about any of this stuff unless I do my own. I'd have to research it on my own. I'm not putting it out here today. Not happening. Yeah. My channel will not become a guinea pig for random coins. All right. I was really nice a while back, and I'm like, no. I'm going to be far more protective of all, like, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to go through that coin myself and vet it. If I think it's legit and it's got something to it, then I'm going to go take a look. And then I may talk about it. But I'm not just going to get blindsided, all right? Especially when I see pre-sale in 3 days. No. I've been around too long, man. I'm an OG, all right? I did every DeFi pool in the game. You can't play me, kid. And no offense, you can send in a different one, or we could re-put it up. But that's, you're asking me to push the limits here. So look, do we bearishly retest the flag, or do we get out of this? Yeah, 7 minutes says you're likely to kind of bearishly retest. 7 minutes in a nasty little pattern there, right? A rising wedge break to the downside. At least the double bottom it's asking for, possibly more. It says it could still hold 17K. At the end of the day, that happens, we're likely to come back down and bounce off of 16,900. And so it's really about, can the shorts get squeezed enough to push us out of this channel? And can the 1 hour make some bacon on the beach? The 1 hour has a chance to do it. The 1 hour has a chance to make bacon on the beach, but can it? That's what we want to know. All the way from left field, can the 1 hour throw them out all the way at first base? Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. And I can't even do the voices. Can I get Peter? Can I get Peter in here? Hey, everybody. My name's Peter Griffin. I have a little bit of a cold, but it's okay. Me and Chris go to Quahog. We go to the local restaurant, and we watch Crypto Lifer on the Wi-Fi because we don't have it at home. I love each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much. Come to Quahog. Have a beer with me. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. That was amazing, Peter. Thank you so much for dropping by the show, man. I love when you do stuff like that. It's amazing. And then Marky Wahlberg jumps in every once in a while. Marky, can you come on in? You don't want to show your face, Mark? Come on, just, All right, but at least do the voice. All right. Everybody, my name is Marky Wahlberg. I played a cop, I played a fireman. It doesn't matter, okay? I'll take care of any situation at any time. I can't do it with the gold. It's just too much. Babe, I'll take care of it. I played a cop. I played a fireman. It doesn't matter. I'll take care of it, babe. I'm a sniper. I can do it. I'll get home. I'll clean the dishes. It's going to be fine, babe. He does that in every movie, I noticed. Like, he's always like calming his girl down. He's like, don't worry, babe. I got this. I'm going to make everything okay for us. Don't worry about it. So we're watching the 7-minute and seeing if this flag does want to break back inside the pattern, which is kind of a shoulder head and a right inverted shoulder in a way, I guess. Could you break? So we desperately need to see a breach of this bottom trend line to remain bull. You got to get back in here above this point of control, and then we could maybe get the pump, right? If not, I mean, that's a bearish retest, at least for a double bottom. The rising wedge falls to the downside. You got an oversold stochastic on the 7. And yeah, it is the 7-minute. I don't like to trade the smallest time frames. I'm a swing trade. I was just showing you a 3-day trade, right? So, but I can, I'll scalp a 7, I'll swing a 3. It depends on how I feel or what's happening in the market that day. It just depends, all right? I also use way more capital in a bull market than a bear market. Even though you could make money in a bear market, of course, I trade way lighter because it's like this. Say you had I'm trying to think of it. Say you only had so much gas for your boat and it was going to last all year. And would you go out when there was only a few fish in the sea, or would you go out when there's a lot of fish so you could get most out of the gas? See, that's, so you would go and use the gas, But that's why I tell everyone, they're like, well, why join a trading group, right? And I'd be like, oh, that's an interesting question, right? And I say, well, let me show you exactly why right now. We're going to get into the S&P and more, all right? So bear with us, please. Bear with us in these bearish times. I hate to be the bearer of bear news. You can say anything and get away with it with the drum and the laughter. I found that, right? My dog has a blue tail. That bird went sideways. Oh, you got to time it right, though. You got to time it right. So look. And the wheel went all the way down that hill. See, you kind of laugh, right? But you don't know why. So you've been programmed. Get with the program. You ever hear someone say that? Why are they saying that? I don't know. They want you to be programmed. They want you to say what they want you to say. They want you to be who they want you to be. But you got to be yourself. You know that. I know that. We all know that. All right. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin all-time history index. One thing I want to show you is the weekly chart. And what I'm showing you, the weekly, right? And we can even look at it logarithmically real quick and just take a gander here. And what I want you to see is this. We have our halving. So look, I got into cryptocurrency a little after the halving in 2016. I didn't even know what was going on, right? So I saw these type of, altcoin moves, and I was like, what the? Then we had our bear market, and we had our second halving April 2020. Remember waiting for that halving. It was coming. It was going to come. And now look, we have our next halving in, somewhere it's going to be May of 2024. April, May here, this area here. And we don't have much longer. And it took me a long time to learn what I learned, from here all the way to now, right? And so if you just joined my trading group or you just joined any place of education for cryptocurrency, this is your time. This is your time to shine right now. This is where you want to get busy, okay? So the whole point is this. There's not a lot of time left to really understand what a short coin is, what a long coin is, right? What's the difference between a ZK rollup and what does Avalanche do? And why is Phantom faster than Solana? Or why is Solana better, blah, blah, or there's so many questions, right? What is a WASM, what is WASM, WebAssembly, why should it be in the white paper, right? What is EXRD and what does it do? It's a small coin, a KuCoin. Where do you find small coins? Where do the newest coins go at the beginning when they first get out? KuCoin, Mex Global. How do you find these listings? I got a bot telling you right now in my trading group. Are there other ways you can use it? Yes. Are there other scanning abilities? Yes. Do we provide them for you? Yes. In the trading group. So much information. And then we teach you technical analysis on top of all that. Honestly, we could teach no TA and I think it would still be worth it. But then on top of it, we teach you full-blown TA, right? So I just wanted to kind of break that down. We're heading into a precipice here and there's not much time left to get down to brass tacks and really, really, really take advantage of your life. You gotta, that time's gonna go by way faster. We've been doing this for 3 years on YouTube and time has gone by like this. So let's take a look at that S&P. Nice little segue to get us out of that moment. But, I hope I got you thinking today. The Jim Rohn quotes, keeping you going, keeping you flying at the speed of light. I hope you're getting it in. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So you can see the S&P, what it did is we'll show you the bigger time frame, right? And it was like, did we fake out breakout here above the channel? And to me, it kind of looked like we did. And are we going to break back in? You can't see it right now, but I just wanted to show you this white line so when we zoom in, you can understand what I'm looking at. So remember, that white line now is the top of the channel here. And we fell below it, tried to get back out of it, and we're bearishly retesting now. And it has the vibes, and I already kind of showed this, and it doesn't mean it's guaranteed, but it just has the vibes of a head and shoulder pattern. So right shoulder to the downside measured move would take us pretty bad, you know, and it would start to dump all the way back down to the circled area that I have here for the S&P at 3373. Wouldn't be fun. Nice that we got it back above 39 and 4,000. We've created this beautiful support zone here at the point of control at about 39.42. So it's a lot in the sand right now for the S&P. Oversold on the 1 hour time frame. Attempting to break out of this flag, but it is, see how it's curving here with the rejection. And it could be a right shoulder in my humble opinion. Right now we have heavy resistance at 4,025, 4,024, right? And your 4 hours just basically saying, hey, I could roll over on you. Interesting that it had a wick to the upside like that, right? That's a little contradictory to the way the setup looks. But again, when in doubt, flag it out. It could just stay inside a flag, right? We don't know. The flag represents the fact that you know nothing but the fact of your own ignorance, and that keeps you in the game. Because once you tell yourself you know exactly what's happening, in my humble opinion, you can lose it, all right? So we're watching this flag, and we're seeing if we can get back above the zone. And very interesting. Very, very interesting. And we're very oversold, too, here on this area, all right? Bang. Boom. Resistance. Fall to the downside. And that could bounce off this area right here, 39.58, right? So we'll see. And only time can tell. So I watch this flag now, but I don't like that 4 hour at all. 22 hour and the daily suggesting we get a bounce though, which is interesting, which makes me want to like change my tune a little bit and like, you know, look, I'll delete everything and start from scratch just to see if I see something different, you know? To me, clear trend line. You gotta say here that we're bouncing. I'm trying to position that as a retest, but I just don't see it, you know? And to me, it like fell out of this pattern once and then came back into it. Could try to symmetrically tighten it up. I mean, that's something there. So like on the daily, this flag has to remain intact. And you want to see this break to the upside. So like that's kind of what we need. And it's all about the point of control yet again, like every time, right? Always seems to be these point of controls. So we don't get back above it today. We don't close a candle above this today. It's likely we can spend more downside or at least go sideways in this channel. We close a candle above here on the daily, it's going to change things a little bit. All right. So you're going to want to check this at the end of the day today and see what happens. Right. Countdown to bar close is 6 hours, 25 minutes and 22 seconds. No, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, yes, it is. See, that's a 4 hour. I was like, wait. Yeah. And that's what we're looking at there. All right. Total market cap. I keep going over the $800 billion level. And that's what you'll like about this channel. I'll keep you consistent on the same thing. We'll come back to it every morning. Back to it every morning. You won't be lost in the sauce. You'll be reminded. You'll be reminded. You'll be reminded. And you'll know areas that we must hold and stay above on the total market cap to remain bullish for the entire market. So it doesn't really matter what your individual trade's saying. You want to look at the total market cap because if that's going to lose a significant support or resistance level, then, you know, you have no basis longing a bunch of altcoins. See? So here's the deal. We're very overbought on the 4 hour time frame. I've seen, you know, doesn't mean any, you know, I've seen three scenarios. I've seen this double top here and do something crazy. I've seen it do something like this, go sideways, and then start a Bart Simpson. And I've seen it just start to continue down right now. All right. So majority of the time, it's going to go to the downside. And you can go back test this. Look, we were here above the dotted line, started the curve. We had this little bump, and we were done once we were that high above the dotted line. Here we got high above the dotted line right here. Not even as high as we were here. And we had to move to the downside, right? Here we got to move sideways. We made the rising wedge. Broke to the downside. Here we were above, down. So, like, they're definitely not places to open up along. I'll tell you that, you know. So, if we just look at the 4 hour and we trust it the way it's supposed to be, beautiful that we got the move. Beautiful that we pumped up to the top of the channel. Beautiful that we came back and reclaimed 17K. But now, like, this 1 hour is going to have to show us some action here, stronger than what we're seeing before. And look, we really didn't break back inside the pattern yet. You see this? That 1 hour is doing a bearish retest. We need to see this 1 hour break back up into this pattern. It's very important we get back above 813 billion. Again, you want to see this daily candle close somewhere out here, if possible. You want to hit a daily candle close like literally outside of this trend line, preferably above this line here at $825 billion, like we were talking about. So 4 hour doesn't look too good. The 1 hour may throw a Hail Mary. That's what we're going to try, you know, and it is a Friday too with low liquidity, which may just kind of make the 1 hour just dribble down, you know. So, and we hit the top of the pattern, likely to drop down. One thing I'm seeing that I didn't see before, that I'm just being open-minded on, is a possible inverted head and shoulder here, right? Never really kind of considered that. That's an idea that the 1 hour may be able to play into its favor, all right? And then on top of that, we may be able to kind of make one here too as well. With like a shallow right shoulder. Could that be the head? Do we break back inside the pattern, and do we make bacon on the beach? All right. Beef bacon, though. I don't eat pork, so. But beef bacon tastes just like pork. There's no difference. I started buying, I didn't even know they had it. The other day I was at a Muslim, you know, we go to this Muslim place to eat, you know, to a grocery store, Muslim grocery store, and they have beef bacon. And I'm just like, yes, please. Because I grew up Catholic. My parents ate pork. I didn't know. But then, you know, I married my wife, and she asked me if I would not eat pork anymore. I researched that. It has high in uric acid. The pig sweats out of it, doesn't sweat out of its glands. It can exude toxins as well. So it retains a lot of its toxins. And so when you eat pork, you obtain, you know, the higher chances of parasiticity, higher chance. It's just a, you know, it's a riskier, if you're going to look at any meat, it's a riskier meat, you know. So has to be cooked way better, you know. So again, that's not the exact reason I believe Muslims don't eat pork, but there's some other reasons too. It's like the shape of the foot. Like in the Bible, it even says you can only eat animals with a hooved, like with two parts in the hoof foot, like not three things. And like the pig has the three hoof. I don't know. There's exact guidelines to the way the foot looks by the animal you can eat in the Bible. It's pretty crazy. I don't know how we got here, but we did, right? Anyway, BRISE was showing that beautiful double bottom, had pumped up for 59%, right? And now it's in a bit of a channel. And so definitely something to kind of watch for here on the 1 hour. If Bitcoin gets a scalp, there'll be a quick scalp. And it could be short-lived. They could pump up and pump back out. You know, just these could be quick scalps. But BRISE on the radar for a possible move here as it's consolidating with somewhat almost an inverted head and shoulder in there too, as you can see that. 36% gains coming out of the continuation. And the 1 hour is oversold, ready to move. Again, I usually like to, you know, get my confirmation on the 15, which is in indecision, and you're getting tighter in the zone. Aggressive entry now, but you never know. So I'm looking at BRISE on the move. If the 1 hour moves for that total in Bitcoin, it's going to change most of the day. All right. So there's S&P. Now we got to look at the dollar index. Of course we do. 104.87. That's good. We don't want to really see it back above 105. All right. Moving forward on the dollar index, we had it in this funky channel. Came up, got rejected, came back up, got rejected, came back up, got rejected again, made 3 lower highs in a row, followed by lower lows. Okay? However, still a higher low here, low, high, higher low, attempting to put in a new trend here that could possibly make it move to the upside. Because here you have low, high, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low. See that? 1 hour suggesting that a dump is coming, though, and that you're about to make a move further down to the bottom of the pattern, to that circled area. That did break out slightly, but got rejected by the top trend line. Then you can see the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder there that came down, ripped back up. Now, to me, it's like almost bearishly retesting this zone. Now, you don't want to see it break back above. That would be trouble for Bitcoin. So you also want to watch this area here. And we want to make sure we get 2 red candles to close on the 4-hour below this line here to confirm that we aren't getting a move out of the channel. All right, we get a move out of the channel, could change everything. So you got, you always have to have these prerequisites for, if this happens, I do that, or that happens, and you got to know. And when you don't know, you're not educated, you can't make those decisions. You can't make those decisions, you're hindered. And when you're hindered by lack of education, it's simple and easy to fix. Just get the education and you'll be on your way. Bang, badoom, boom. Okay. Let's run into Bookmap. Shout out to the beautiful people at Bookmap. Reached out to me, love my trading style. Said, hey, I think you would love this tool. I said, let me try it out. Tried it out, had a beautiful time. Also, the people there were just really nice. The owner, Sashi, Joss Panzer, and everyone out there. And Bruce, man. Bruce Pringle. Which no relation to Pringle chips. I had to ask. Let's take a look at good old Bookmap. Oh, yeah, I got a Bookmap window now. All I got to do is load it up. Smart man. Good old Bookmap. And I even kept the ticker on there for you. How do you like that? Matic at 92 cents and 1-1. And this is aggregated data from Binance, Bybit, and OKX futures. So this has like all the information you need. So what we're looking at here is we're seeing a pretty nice sell wall, 17,200, but it's building liquidity, meaning we could get dragged into that area compared to the other areas that we're looking for. Okay, so that's one thing that I'm checking. And so lack of luster. Let's like zoom in and see how big the. You have more buys down at 17,060, but you have a lot. 680, 670, 423. You have a lot of Bitcoins wanting to get bought in the high 16,000s and 17,000 region. And then you could easily cruise back up to 17,500 here with a 729 Bitcoin order. And there's 1,000 Bitcoins getting scooped up as we speak. Looks like someone may want to make a move. So even Bookmap, I believe, is showing signs of a move to the upside. Looks like people are loading up. Even if we dip a little bit to 16.8, 69, looks like a load up, maybe back up to about 17,070 area once we break through these 2 areas of liquidity. Seems a little more bullish than bearish to me, in my humble opinion, but only time will tell. But it's not like we have huge orders down here and people aren't expecting a lower low, but you never know. Okay. Beautiful times. Shout out to the chat. How's the chat doing? How's everybody doing on the chat? Let's break it down. 420 beautiful people. Hope you're feeling better and focused today. Shout out to Bully Berry. Man, long in the ilmi, I always end up watching another show. And this long intro, come on, man. Just come in 10 minutes later, man. And just know I come on at 10:10. Like you sound, see, that's an excuse maker, man. I'm sorry, I'm going to be hard on you right now. You're going to be pissed when I say this, but I'm going to call you out because I love you. If I watched a show and the guy had a 10-minute, I've been doing it now for over 2 years, and the guy had a 10-minute interview, I would just set my alarm at 10:10 and show up to the show and stop complaining. Like, there's just no, like, you're not making sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, you're not making any sense to me. You're saying the world is so up and down, I'm unable to put myself where I want to be. That's what you're saying. That's what this says. You're saying, I'm unable to be where I want to be. Like, I really want to watch the show, but I just watch something else instead. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what you want. If you want something, you'll get it. I know that. All right? I know that. I mean, I'm just being factual. People don't like that, but that's the best way I can help you. Because if you come back tomorrow and you're like, you know what? He's right, man. He's 100% right. He's 100% right. And you start nailing everything you say you're going to do, you start writing down your goals, you start hitting your goals, you start achieving your dreams, and you start living a great life, you're going to thank me later, man. I could just be like, yeah, whatever, and just let you go with the passive statement like that, but I can't. I just can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Can you take a look at Band Protocol? Thank you. Lifer, God bless. Thank you so much, man. God bless you and yours too. Let's take a look at our baby Band. Band, baby Band. Shout out to the $16 in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. Thank you for the love. Ban, baby, ban on KuCoin. And I've been watching Ban closely. I believe Ban is going to make a big move here sometime soon. All right. And I've been looking at Ban on the daily and on the 3-day. And they both look like they could still make a bit of a move here. So Ban is, consolidating. And the 22-hour has been my go-to. Now, if the 22-hour eventually rolls over and you get tight in the channel, it may end. It may not be the best, right? But I saw Ban in this tighter zone, getting tighter and tighter in the zone. There's a little flag. We dipped, bounced back up, got in the flag. Stayed above it. There's your measured move of the flag, somewhere at about $2.71. Okay. And for some reason, my preview is somewhat fragmented. It's actually this window. It's like, when it's not, it's in a different window, it's okay. That's interesting. Anyway. Hey, but let's try out the new news segment. Let's check out the news. Shout out to each and every one of you. Let's jump on into the news. Let's do it. Bam. Oh, man. I messed up the news. Always mess up the news. Crypto exchange Coinbase asked users to switch USDT for USDC. And I was saying that earlier 2 months ago. I got it. I know what you're saying. Earlier, about a month ago, I'd say even like 2 months ago, Binance was changing your USDC to BUSD. And ever since they did that, I thought that was pretty weird, right? They're like, hey, get ready. And it made USDC look suspect. And so I was like, huh. And now you're like, which should you be in? Should you be in USDC? Should you be in USDT? What do you want to be in? And now Coinbase is playing the game too. And I just met the CEO of Tether. I was there with him in Miami. He came to speak at Web3 Women's Summit all the way at the Hilton by Marriott DoubleTree. And, I sat there with about 100 people watching him. And I asked him some tough questions at the end. My team, if you have access to the files that I sent WeTransfer, please check them out. If not, let me have to send them again. But yeah, because there's a lot of camera footage from my camera guy and not just the phone footage. That video we put out about Tether, like there's an actual awesome shot of me asking him a serious question and about his life. Like how did he created something that billions of people use around the world. Like I found that fascinating. Regardless of the whole Tether, whatever you want to say about it. I mean, and I asked him like kind of how he started, where he got in life. And, it's pretty cool questions, breaking it down. So Avalanche to power Alibaba's cloud infrastructure services in Asia. That's a pretty big deal. If that doesn't spark some movement on the Avalanche chain, I don't know what will. But Avalanche and Alibaba's like the Amazon wholesaler of the world. I mean, it's amazing. Millions of people use Alibaba every day on the stock market and more. And to see Alibaba Cloud powered by Avalanche, it's a pretty big deal. Avalanche isn't going anywhere. And let's see if it moved the price at all for Avalanche. Let's take a look at AVAX on the move. Okay. Moving forward, we take a look at AVAX here. And AVAX has this nice, beautiful channel to the upside, and it's getting tighter and tighter. Only a matter of time. Some good news catalysts could continue to get this going on chain, right? 1 hour time frame wants to start the move. I bet that 4 hours beat to the ground just like Bitcoin is. It is a little too high. We need to get a push up so when the 4 hour comes back down, we get a bounce. If it does dip, it's going to make a double bottom and fall out of this to the downside, right? So you got a measured move here and a measured move up here. I like to buy into the trend line. All right. That's me personally. Like if I was going to get an Avalanche, start buying into the trend line. Right now, it's a little high for me on the 4 hour time frame. 22 hours just getting started though. So it's like the 4 hour becomes minutia to the 22. So, aggressive entry could be even now for me with a stop loss below this area. I like what I'm seeing for Avalanche. If anything's going to move in the next 2 weeks, I believe Avalanche will get at least some gains. There's 27% gains, and I'll give you a little trick. When I trade Avalanche USDT.3L. Not every time, but when I'm feeling good or maybe if the market's just looking really good for a catalyst and I believe there's a higher probability of a move, I'll play what's called the 3L token. And it should look exactly like the other token in, some way, shape, or form here. And it's got that same pattern brewing. And this will be the same idea. Now watch what's going to happen here. It should render you more gains, right? Like 90%. Let's see. 68%, which ain't bad, right? Might even be a little more here if I make that wick to wick. Point of the story is you don't always have to be greedy and go for the biggest one every time. $69% for AVAX, 22 hour on the 3L token, 22 hour looking beautiful. Last few times we've gotten a pump to the upside. Can we get it again, or do we just kind of, and we could even get a pump and just go lackluster and get tight in the channel, but then something's going to have to give. And do we break down for a double bottom? So I'm looking at this for a possible scalp. It's on my radar. It's not amazing, but it's better than most, right? It's better than most. So that's what I'm looking at for AVAX. And maybe you never knew what a 3L token was, and now today you do. Does everybody here know what a 3L token is? Let me know. Does everybody here know what a 3L token is? It's an ETF, electronically traded fund, that gives you 3 times more of the gain based on the move. All right? Let me take a look at that chat. Anyone not know what it was? Yep. Still no sound? No, that's got to be old. Yeah, that's old. Look at this thing fly up now. No sound is good. It actually creates people to go crazy in the chat, which tends to boost the move, right? I don't know. Yeah, because people just you have to make people feel something to do something. Yeah, So when they see that you're there, and they can't hear it, and they're trying then they're gonna be like, oh my god, and they're gonna run to the keyboard, right? And I didn't do that on purpose. I'm making this clear. I'm just a statement that something I noticed as a live streamer over time, right? Interesting. Aha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you got the chat rate up to 6. You guys did really good there. Chat rate never would have went to 6 had we not had the audio issue. So, it was a good tang. It was a good tang. Good tangs for good people, man. All right, so AVAX. We got some news for you. We got some ideas for you. We got some things brewing for AVAX. What was hot on the day-to-day for KuCoin? We'll take a look. INDI GG did a nice 68%. Pretty slow day for the market. FTT, don't even want to look at that, up 20%. One Earth continuing to make that huge move. Came back down, bounced off probably. Wouldn't be surprised. Look, watch this be a 618. Just watch. Where did it bounce? 706? Look at this. Unbelievable. Does it so much. I teach my students this all the time about the 706 retracements. And so if you look at this here, it makes the falling wedge back after the huge pump. And then it bounces off the 706 retracement area. Right there, the 706 Fibonacci. And you're gone like flint. And then you're in the golden pocket and you're out. Like, I mean, that's golden pocket trading right there, 101. That's the golden pocket right up in here, in between the 0.65 and the 0.618. Now this is interesting because it's flagging out, in my humble opinion, making a bit of a flag. And we all know, when in doubt, flag it out. This thing could continue. It's FOMOing right now. And honestly, the most gains I've been seeing recently are, what I've been seeing is, for the last 3 weeks, it comes in waves, but I've been seeing like the hotter coin pumps another 10 to 20% on a flag on the smaller time frame, If it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. This thing could continue to the upside for a possible 27% gain. One Earth on the radar, right? It's all about the continuation pattern, the VRVP, understanding, the elements at hand, tight moving averages with the 21 crossing the 200, 50 coming for the 200 as well. Some signs. Our baby ORAI, which I talked about here and there a lot back in the day, not much recently, but thing is up pretty nicely from 123 all the way to 168 in the last few days. CTSI also getting a bit of a pump here. EVX, even my baby EXRD was getting a little bit of a move. Erratics, the last couple days got a massive pump to the upside for Erratics. This is one of my favorite coins because it's faster than Phantom, Solana, and all the other networks really out there. It's an amazing project. Nobody really knows about it yet. It's on the low. Radix, EXRD. And if you just dive into the tech here, like, I really feel like I'm giving you a disservice of not bringing you down the rabbit hole of EXRD. I did hold a lot of it. I did sell it at a loss. I will buy it back. All right. So that's, I will hold this long term. Right now, I don't believe I do. I got to buy it back. Or I think I do hold long term, but I'm going to sell it and buy it back. That's what I plan on doing. I'm just telling you exactly what I'm doing with it. I believe it's worth holding for the next 2 years to see what they can do. Team seems inspirational. Doesn't seem to go anywhere. Hanging out through the bear market. They got some good tech. Erratics. Okay. And it's 4 cents with 2227. It's a $31 million market cap, right? And 24 billion coins. Let's take a look here. It's a layer 1 smart contract platform that started from the problem of how to decentralize the 400 trillion global financial system and work backwards from that objective. After more than 9 years of research, testing, and development, Radix is poised to take the world of DeFi by storm with Scripto. It's innovative, asset-oriented programming language. Radix Engine, the world's first programmable DeFi engine, and Cerberus, a consensus algorithm that provides atomic composability with linear scalability. The eRadix token is wrapped in representation of XRD on Ethereum with a ticker of EXRD. EXRD serves as a permanent link between the Radix and the Ethereum networks and can be exchanged one-to-one with XRD via InstaBridge or via exchanges. Who are the founders? Dan Hughes, Irish English bull, based in the UK. Discovered Bitcoin in 2012. With his background in development and telecommunications, he could see the tremendous impact that blockchain could have on global finance and more. Having researched Bitcoin for a year, he started eMoney, later renamed Radix, on Bitcoin Talk in May 2013. For the next 5 years, Dan focused on solving the biggest problem of the day, scalability. He invented and tested multiple consensus architectures, including block trees, directed acyclic graphs. He invented it. I'm just saying, the guy who runs Erratics invented directed acyclic graphs, DAGs. He invented DAGs. All right? He invented and tested, including channeled acrosynomia state trees, right? Tempo and Cerberus. In 2017, Pierce Riddard joined as CEO, and the project was named Radix. And funding was raised from Tavit Hinkris, the co-founder of TransferWise and Local Globe. I believe 10 years from now, Erratics could be a serious investment. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say I do should be taken to financial advisor. I can't see how this cannot easily 100x. 10x to a $300 million market cap, right? It gets to $1 billion market cap, you're looking at about a 30x. So I'm already starting to speculate. This is a bag I'm building. Nobody talks about it. Nobody knows about it. I put it on your radar. I gave you even more data than I've ever let out on the show. erratics. This is like this may be one of my most famous calls 3-4 years from now. People are going to be like, remember when he talked about erratics, 4 cents? Nah, probably. It won't be a cake. It won't be like all the other ones. Because all the other calls I made, like I was talking about Chainlink at $1.78 in the last bear market. I was like, this coin, $1.78. Yeah. People are like, no. Yeah. You can go back and find value in the channel. You can see what I was talking about way beforehand and then see what happened. All right. So erratics on the radar, definitely something to keep yourself, salivating on these erratics. Okay. That 4 hour shows signs of life compared to Bitcoin. Erratics in a bit of a cup and handy. Savvy cup and handy to the upside. Somebody get this guy a tissue. The floor is soaking wet. He's sweating all over the dance floor. He's out of his mind. Give him a headband, something. Stop that flow of sweat all over the place. He's a sweaty guy. Where is Sweaty Dave when you need him, Where is Sweaty Dave when you need him? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Hi, Lifer. Hope you get better. Can you check ALGO? Shout out to Robs21. Rubes21. Thank you, man. Super chats, Waves, EOSC, and ALGO. Toby, my man. Let's take a look at Waves. Waves, baby, Waves. And look, we want to get all my blue crew. You're getting that Thanksgiving gift. I want to make that really clear. Which it looks like it's going to be almost $100 for everybody, which I'm really happy about. Right? And that's for all your hard work and dedication to the channel. And I really appreciate it. I love BNB, man. He just squirted out his belly button. Oh, wow, that's weird. The little kid did? Your boy did? I don't know what you're saying, man. Insane. So, look, Waves was in this channel, likely to break to the downside, and so far it did. Right? About to hit the measured move almost perfectly. It could be finally mellowing out here. But Waves at 206, interesting. You have to really believe in this project. I always swing traded. I never held Waves long term. It was always a great trade, though. It did very well. I did Sand, Ocean, and Waves. Funny, but those are my coins back when Sand was 4 cents. Waves was like penny, And even Ocean did a bit of a move. Nothing crazy, but, Ocean was the weak link of those. But Sand just, wow. $4,000 in Sand when I put it out at 4 cents. And I continuously put it out. That's the thing about this trading group, man. We nailed, man, we have older. Once a coin got popping, I put out so many continuation patterns for it over and over and over again to the point of no return. I'm trying to see here if I go to Crypto Lifer here and I search Sand. I wonder, because this is my old Telegram group, which is kind of funny, right? Only 4.9. But look, this is the work we've been doing as a team. This is in when? What is the date on this stuff? April 10th, 2021. We're coming up on 2 years almost, a little under. And just, man, look at the work people were doing in here. Unbelievable. And just the constant toils. Every single day, baby. Every single day. So Waves now, what you have to do is you have to zoom in, right? And look at the daily and the 22, which are heading lower. Daily suggests maybe a V-shaped recovery, bit of a double bottom here, bounce back to the upside. 22-hour actually wants to move too. So you're expecting a reversal. You get above that point of control, and you're likely to head all the way back up at least to the 200 simple, right? So 22-hour looks pretty good for a move back to the 200 simple between this point of control and the 200 simple. So wait for it to get above the point of control for me, and then that move to the 200 simple to the next level of liquidity. 42% gains coming out of Waves. There's a bit of a divergence here too, as you got to swing up to swing up, and this is kind of swinging down a little bit, not too shabby. So interesting. Why would you say, have you heard the news of SBF and CoffeeZilla? I did watch CoffeeZilla. Just tell us the news, man. Just write the news out so I don't have to ask. That wasted my time. You could have said, hey, Sam, here's some news, and then wrote that, right? I'm just saying. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Stocks and rocks, my man. God bless you. Shout out to OC Benji, my man. Good morning, Sam. Glad to see you're feeling better. Thank you. Thank you for your gift, Sam, and the blue team for all the love and support. Anytime, anytime. Mask, appreciate you. Shout out to Stock and Rocks. Send in a super chat. Oh, there you go. He did send in a super chat, and then he asked about it later. You're confusing me now, huh? You're making my work harder. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And if I miss it, you can't say I didn't miss it, because you technically, yeah. Like, look at this, Doge BTC. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's like, oh, but you skip Mask. Well, I'll get to Mask. We already showed it earlier today, too. Wow, Doge Bitcoin. So I talked about this making a move up 33%, and it did. Let's take a look. Did I end up getting to post this in the BTC pairs group? I didn't post a lot in there. No, it was XRP, BTC, and Dero. Never got to put my Doge. Wish I put the Doge one in there. But you can see Doge. Where did it bounce off? The 706. You see this? And I teach this all the time. And then continue to the upside. Let's re-square this away and see what we have. But it's looking pretty good. Looking for a nice move against Bitcoin. Looks like Bitcoin can go like somewhat sideways, not have like enough of a push, and then Doge has some big news, and it's gonna absolutely rip. So this could be a life-changing trade, for sure. So this is definitely something on the radar. Definitely something I'm watching closely. Doge BTC. Looks like a beautiful move. And then we even have this flag in here. It's kind of a cup and handle here to the upside. Shabby cup and hattie to the upside. So we take a look here. 70% gains coming out of Doge BTC on the 22-hour. That looks absolutely beautiful. It really does. Doge BTC looks like you could take a huge bite out of it. Looking very bullish on the 22. And what is a BTC pair? We teach you all that in the trading group. You buy Bitcoin first, then you use that Bitcoin to trade an altcoin, and then you get out of the altcoin back into Bitcoin. Is it a taxable event, but you end up making more money on your Bitcoin over time, right? So, okay. YFI. YF2, please. Interesting. Thank you for all the people here. Shout out to all the beautiful people. 428 people, 334 likes. Thank you for jumping on in to the live stream. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's check ALGO. USDC here. ALGO. Algorand. Interesting. I mean, it's fallen off a little bit, huh? Like, struggling. Bearish retest, and then lost the point of control. We had a trade about it here like it was going to break above the point of control and get a pump. It tried to. Take away my smaller work there. 22 hours is suggesting a bounce like everything else. You can say you're in this falling wedge that you broke out of, broke back into. That's that broken pattern that I've been back testing for a few years now that tends to play out. You know. And you're hoping that like this will be the last time you got to bowl this thing out. It can start to kind of get its way out of here, right? It's got to get back above the point of control at 31 cents to remain bullish. Algo has to bounce back to the upside. Why is it struggling so much? Everyone knows it's an ISO 222 coin. Sponsors all the Celtics games. You see Algo every night. Algo, right? How's the frame rate? Is the frame rate right today, everyone? Just want to make sure the frame rate is right. On my end, it's looking a little weird compared to normal. But I just want to make sure that it's good for you. Just 50 mile wallets to reach 400 super chats. EOSC, Mask, and YFI. Let's take a look at Mask. So I had Mask in a tight channel, right? Slipped a little bit, right? But still tight in the channel, okay? Isn't really out of the channel yet. A little bit of a red candle. It's still inside the flag, and it's very oversold in that 22 hour. Would not be surprised if Mask made the move. Tight moving averages, far away from the 200 symbol. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Stay above this point of control, and you're good to go for a possible massive move for Mask. I'm watching Mask closely for a reason. All right? Because I like to make money. I don't know what you do. I know you like to make money too because you're with the lifer. But what I mean is I can't tell you what to do. That's what I was saying was I don't know what you do. I wanted to put my It is what it is. But Mask looks like a high probability play that can get me paid. On the 22-hour, if I'm patient, I wait my time, I wait my turn, and I focus. It looks like Mask can produce some gains for me. Super chats, EOSC and YFI. EOSC has been an interesting EOS Force, right? I mean, down to the dumps, I don't even want to look at this right now. Yeah, it's overbought in the 22. Wicked. This product could be dead, man. I don't know. People get offended when I do that. But they shouldn't. They should just be able to respect my opinion that I don't like, that I'm like, ugh. Like, look at this thing. You're trying to buy the absolute bottoms of the bottoms. Perdóname. Tú hablas español, muchas palabras. Yo estaré en la escuela para 6 años atrás. Sono siempre presente, ma non scrivo mia niente. Qui si ascolte per imparare. Te amo. Muchas gracias. Toby Linares. The bot is broken. Yo hablas español. Sí. Yo hablo español. Yo viajando a Costa Rica para mi padre. Para 3 meses. 10 y 5 años atrás. Yo hablando muchas personas en español. Yo aprendido mucho. Yo vivo. Tico. En Costa Rica por la vida, baby. El mejor. Lifer el mejor. All the way, baby. Let's go. I love y'all. Hey, man, you gotta be multi-dimensional. Multi-dimensional. Let's get it in. You didn't think I had it in me, did you? You didn't think the gringo had it in him. You didn't think the gringo had it in him, but he did. He did. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Tomorrow, the whole show in Spanish. So if EOSC does break out, it has a measured move up to about 0.00858654. All right. Would be a big move. But this thing is beat to the ground. You know, you'd have to believe in this. It is definitely double bottom now, though. A giant double bottom. It could be that time to accumulate if you like the project. But you have to like the project. Pura vida, baby. Pura vida. This dude says HPR with... And let's take a look at YFII. The one with 2 eyes. Don't play me. Don't give me that one with 1 eye. No, not 1 eye, like 2 eyes. Come on over here. So let's take a look at YFI. I think it's... it should be on KuCoin. I used to play it on KuCoin. Nah, Binance. Had it in that little cup and handle, didn't play out. Had it in this channel, didn't play out. 3-day wants the pump. 1477 on the 77. It's above a point of control. I just I don't know, man. I think there's some other things to trade right now, like Band and Mass. Like, I stay focused on the good ones. This one, just look at the pattern. It's just so messy, right? You kind of have an inverted head and shoulder here, but I don't know. You know, it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? It's not the same type of people that we've having. I don't know what's going on. We always have the likes like zooming all the way up. It was never hard. It was never like pulling teeth. 4 months ago, something changed. So funny. I love you all, man. Hit that like button. Help us get to new heights. Without you guys, I can't do it. So, like, I'll pack it up and go home, or we can keep it moving. You know what I mean? But I need y'all. Like, I'll be honest. Like, if y'all can't hit that like button, then how are we going to grow? Just not going to happen. And I used to never have, it could be December, right? I'm letting it go, right? I'm like, I had such high hopes every morning for my likes, and they're just not appreciating at the same value. And I don't know why. Charlie, please assess. Find out what's going on with these people. No, but, you know, you get accustomed to something, right? And then just for like 1 week it changes. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. right? I'm just saying, but I'm playing over here. Not over there, over there. No, I'm just curious, like, because you look at it, like, I know I'm being funny, but like, it makes me curious. 4,100, 4,300, 4,300, 4,300, like 4,300, 4,600, 4,500, 4,600, 4,800, 6,800, right? 6,600, 4,300, 5,300, 3,300, right? Just like, basically couldn't really not hit a 4,000 video every single day. And now it's like, 2,300, 2,300, 2,500. Just like 2,000 people didn't die. I know that. You know what I mean? And they didn't stop loving me. I know that too. So where the heck? I'm more like confused. I'm more like, where the heck is everybody? Ever since Miami seems like the time threw everybody off, I think. But it's right here though. It says 10 a.m., man. You know what I mean? It's 1 week. It was just 1 week of my life. Whatever. Tomorrow we have a Spanish stream. Anyway, I'm happy, man. I'm happy I'm not on my deathbed right now, just sick. You know what I mean? So that's all, It's that time where people are falling off. Bottom of the bear, baby. I think we're just going through the 618 retracement of viewership. Then boom. Doing what you do, and they'll be back, baby. Shout out to Jamie. It's a life test. It is. It's the will. How much can you do? Like, how much do you really want to do YouTube? It's like, I'll do it. I did it. That's the thing. I did it when there was 3 people here. And I just did it because I loved it. And once you commit to something that you love, that's the I realized that's it. Like, so that's the key to success. Finding what you love and doing it, not really caring what anyone thinks, and just nailing it. Okay? New shirt, by the way. Right? Black Friday, $24. Not bad. Banana Republic. Big shout out to Sam the man. You are always on point, even when you're down and out. Your commitment to us is unreal. Thank you for all you do for us. I'm very blessed every day with the live charts. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Looks crispy. Thank you, Gene. I appreciate that. One left. Woohoo, Sam. Ren. And so, look, Bitcoin just still sideways. And it looks like Bitcoin may be sideways for most of the day. All right? And again, could we stay in this little flag now? There's a chance that we're flagging out over here. But only time will tell. I'll keep this bigger one in play. But this is what you're looking for. And this 7-minute would take a dump. Probably to about 17,037. Not a big deal, right? I mean, we're talking minutia on the tiny frames. But that's just something I'm seeing for now, right? Unless we can get back above this point of control, it would change the whole situation. The quality of this channel is 100. Your stream is usually the highlight of my day, to be frank. Thank you. Lego's the lifer, man. 15 concentrated power of will. Hey, Sam, your Mass UST went into the Bitcoin Bear channel. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, I didn't get to see that. Appreciate that. You're the man, dude. Now I can take it out and put it where it needs to go. It can be frustrating if you're watching a setup like that too. Like watch it, and then you miss it. It's like, it's all about focus. This game is all about focus. All right. Quality over quantity all day. We got the best people in the house. I appreciate that. And that's a fact. That's a fact. But we always did, in legions, right? Yeah, screen share tomorrow morning for sure. Yep. About 9 a.m., 9 to 10:30. For sure. Trap the like for good luck. Thank you. After I was investing, thank you so much for what you just did. You're blessed. You're blessed. I fixed it right now. I did it. I somehow did it. Like, how did he do it? I did it. I deleted it. I posted it as I was talking to you. People are like, how does he live stream and work Discord at the same time? I've never seen it. Like, it's not that hard, right? Some people get amazed though. They're like, what the hell is he doing? Or I'll be like, I'll comment with someone who's in the chat in the Discord while I'm actually talking to someone here, and they're like, they're like, is that you? Are you two people? Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I swear he's a bot. The guy's a bot. Lifer, don't quit, man. Respect, man. Shout out to Sneaky Pete Vaporizers in the house. Sneaky Pete, from back in the day. Love you, Sneaky. Thank you for jumping on in, man. Appreciate you, brother. So there's a falling wedge on REN on the 7-minute. Does want to make a bit of a bounce. There's a low, there's a high. There's a higher low that it's hugging. Can it get a bit of a move here? A little scalp for REN. Nothing to write home about, but a little scalp could get you to the point of control, 5.55%. Like, really not amazing. REN's a mess right now. Look at that. It's like an ugly, ugly pattern. My God. Let's look at REN. I mean, yeah, it just got beat to the ground. Like, every coin in the world, like, this coin is just beat to the absolute ground. You got that bullish divergence on the 4-day. It does want to bounce, but, I mean, there's no guarantees. Bitcoin go lower. We could have a world recession. Do not think, I only hold a few bags right now. I'm not dollar cost averaging everything. Let them come up again. Let them find their way. Then I'll start freaking, it's okay. I don't need to, I can get a 10x and not get a 15x and not put myself at risk of buying the lowest bags on the earth. You know what I mean? If that makes sense to you, I hope it does. If it doesn't, I don't know. But, like, it's not worth the extra Xing. Meaning, if I buy right here and I can do a 20x, but if I buy right here and I only do a 10 to 12x, it's just not worth it to me. Unless I truly believe in the project, I'm hands down all about it. Like erratics, I drink the Kool-Aid. I believe it's going to do the thing. You got to believe some things are going to make it, right? And hold them for 1 to 3 years, and then you got to sell them off in the bull run. No matter how much you believe, this is the problem, and this is what I learned about crypto. You think you're making investments for long term that you want to hold, like Cardano. But like, it would have been a very smart move to sell Cardano between 280 and 350, of course. Buy back most of your bags, even pay the taxes on it, and still have a bigger bag of Cardano in the long term for a large investment. So, like, you got to almost look like long-term investments as swing bags sometimes when the time is needed. Okay, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I do because I've learned the hard way. And you'll too, over time, and eventually you're going to say, you know what, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to go backwards the way I was going before. I'm not going to swing that way, right? Hard pass. Yeah. Not trying to bring FTX up, but FTT up 50%. I know. Isn't that crazy? I saw it today. I didn't say anything. I already said it. Lifer and the team will never quit. Best TA teacher in the game. Lifer Trading Vision course is 9 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday, December 10th, due to reschedule for the holidays. Live stream. Oh, yeah, so I can't do the screen share. I have class. So I have to do the screen share Sunday morning. I'm so sorry, everyone. Speaking of taxes, do you have an affiliate links? I actually do. Bitcoin.tax, but I haven't signed in on this computer, so I'll get those out. Bad business, I should get those out. And everything beat to the ground, I have a few things that I'm looking at today and low cap gems that I'm scanning on. Low cap gems will pump regardless, like this INDI, Step In, One Earth doing its thing. But again, it's Friday. Friday's not like, let's jump in. Usually it's to take some gains and watch liquidity slowly drip off for the rest of the day. It's just how Friday is, okay? It's very rare we get exciting, but you never know. We've had a few exciting Friday nights, but it's rare. It may happen. The 1 hour is brewing for Bitcoin, so we could get a move later on today. Everyone, we went over total market cap. We went over the S&P. We went over the dollar index, Bitcoin, so many altcoins, and we're going to look at Bitcoin one last time too as well. Let's take a look at BTC here. So Bitcoin getting into this tight channel, all right? And as you can see, we just want to see if it can stay there. It fell out, and it really can't seem to get back in. So we've zoomed into the 7-minute, and we're just watching this boring 7-minute play out. Very overbought. Granted, a big short squeeze. It says that it's going to dump at least to 17K again. Bookmap still pretty sideways, not showing you really a bit of liquidity in either zone as well. So it's up to you on that when it comes to that. Okay. Yeah. Listen to Lifer. I went from high 7 figures back to where I started 2017 by marrying my coins. I'm still here and alive and healthy. Keep your mind strong and through the storm, my man. He had like 2 mil, man. SBF is buying back the FTT tokens with all that money he stole. Probably. I don't know why. Yeah, and if you join my trading group, right? And I teach a class every Tuesday. People don't realize this. I teach class every single Tuesday. Not easy to teach every single week, but I do it because I love to teach and help others. And it's only $99. I do it for a very inexpensive price per individual. Jump onto that class, 3 to 5:30. Just understand the science of the charts, understand support and resistance, Fibonacci. You know, I'll leave you with a 9-point checklist. I'll leave you with a PowerPoint that you can reference with proper risk management, key terms, and things that you need to know. And honestly, my special sauce gets included in here, and you find you get a sense of what the MACD is, how it was created, and a lot of other intricate relationships between the indicators that I use. Really will put you on another level, in my humble opinion, for $99. If you join the trading group today, it's only $60. Pretty good deal. So I'd love to see you in there. And we're actually teaching a class tomorrow, the last Saturday of every month, but we switched it because we couldn't do the last Saturday because I was away. So we're doing a class tomorrow, December 10th. Yeah. Each class is slightly different. I could never do it exactly the same, but the basic core of information will be the same. I want to make sure everyone is spot on and focused. So, yeah, I mean, I can never do any class. It's like a snowflake. It will never be identical, but the classes, do present the same quality information. Okay. It's funny, we were talking about Cake at 360, went all the way up to that 4. It's the strongest coin in the game. People keep staking it and loving it. And as long as Cake can hold his own, I wouldn't be surprised if Cake went up 36% gains. Cake is stronger than most coins on the radar. All right. Santiago Escobar. Anyone that hasn't taken the class watching, take it. It's so worth it. And I don't pay people to say that. You get great education for life. See you there. Yeah, and there's links in the description below. Just hit the link. It takes you there. Or you can email cryptolifers@gmail, pay in PayPal, pay in crypto, whatever makes you happy. We'll take care of you. Wow. And, it was my first it was my first show back since I flew home that Friday, and then the weekend. And then I got, I'm too nervous for that, which makes me blabber and overshare. Nervous for what? No offense. I'd be so annoyed teaching. Teaching is not easy. I'll be honest. It took me time to perfect, and now I do it, and I love doing it. I do it for the people that need it. People that need it. How you feeling, man? Not too good. My throat is a mess. What bags you hold? Maddie, who knows, man? You don't know my bags, man? I still hold a lot of bags. Matic, ADA, XRP, Bitcoin, ETH, ALGO, EXRD. It probably missing a bunch off the top right now in my head. You didn't even super chat that, Maddie? You just want my bags? I'm just messing with you, man. Lifer is cool, calm, and collected while teaching the course. I would highly recommend it. Shout out to Timmy313, my man. Algo created new lows and not a bad entry in my opinion. And 4 months of watching, learning, and being in the Discord for only 2 months. My old hit rate was 30 to 40. Now 4 months of sticking with the Lifer, and I'm getting a hit rate of 72 to 86%. Join, my man, dude. I'm pasting that. You gotta paste that into the testimonial, bro. Help others understand that. Because in the chat here, it'll disappear, right? But if we keep it ingrained in gold in the testimonials, that's a beautiful testimonial, bro. Can't wait for ADA to get to ETH levels. You're the man. Shout out to Maddie. My bags are so heavy that in the next bull run, I'll be hopefully smiling to the bank. Exactly. I still have my VeChain bag like you, man. We're ready to go. I'm not giving up on VeChain. Never. All right, everyone. We're going to watch Bitcoin in the flag. Remember, we have a halving coming up not too long from now. We must be diligent. So this is what it is. I'm expecting the 7 minute to roll over. That's the probability. And there it is. It's rolling over. Look at that. Can that continue the dump? So we're starting to breach the falling wedge, and the 7 minutes oversold. Maybe we get a double bottom, and the 1 hour can pick back up here in a bit of a wedge. We will see. Bitcoin must get back above that point of control or that high volume node at 17,200 to remain bullish in it. And it could fall all the way back down here to the bottom of the channel at about 16,950. To me, I see this channel getting tighter and tighter. It has a measured move either way in either direction. Okay. One way it gets all the way up here to about 19,832. And the other way it comes all the way down here to about 14,312. All right. Are these both guaranteed? No. They could half either one, but this is just, I've seen in my lifetime, could play out, right? So we're watching both these areas on the bigger time frame, and then you want to watch the smaller time frames and just see as we get tighter in the zone. Right now, the daily and the 22-hour, like that daily's overbought, right? Which tells you you're more likely to drop out of this than down. And honestly, up, down, up, down. This is a rising wedge now starting to form. See it? So the daily's starting to tell you there's more of a chance you break to the downside than to the upside. Do you double bottom at 15,800? There's a chance we just make a beautiful double bottom there. And then I watch the smaller time frames because they're going to tell you what happens first, and then you can zoom out and begin to reassess. So we're watching this tightness. We need to break out and get back above 18,000 to remain bullish. 18,273 at least here at 17,413 to remain bullish. We can't do that. Expect more serious downside. Okay. Honestly, like almost like an idea to open up a short here with a stop loss somewhere maybe above 17,048, 17,500 area, right? Maybe even above this trend line, 17,006, something like that. And that's your insurance short, in my opinion. You know how I always have those insurance shorts, stop loss over here, because you're pretty close. You don't have to risk a lot. And if this ends up tanking, I mean, you get to pound that. If it comes back out and whatever, and you just got to close it with a minimal loss. So to me, it's just a smarter idea to open up a short now based on where the daily is. But again, anything is possible. But that's kind of how I play things. I play things by probability. All right? By probability. All right. And last thing I want to show you before you leave, because you may have forgotten already, is the number you need to remember for total market cap. This is super important that you remember this number. So look, we really need to get back above $825 billion. If you don't see us close daily candles above 825, we're going to struggle, and we're likely to begin to drop out of this to the downside. So we really need to reclaim 825 and hold it to remain bullish on the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Thank you for being here with me, everyone. I'm still not feeling well, but I had way more energy than I had all the other days, for sure. I couldn't even go this hard. I was down and out. So thank you. I love you, and I'll see you on the next live stream.